Tagan ta mog Yumburger if imo ni i-share. Share your friend. Hi, it's Krisha from Third World Book Nerd. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we talk about books, reading, and the nerd life in the Philippines. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. Nice looking suga diri mo shufa. Today we're doing the reading habits tag because I don't want to think a lot. I just want to answer some questions from other booktube creators out there. So yun. But there's a twist. We're going to answer those questions while coloring this cursed coloring book, A Court of Thorns and Roses coloring book. So stay tuned. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Maybe share this to a friend. It's all up to you. So what are we waiting for? Let's just hop into the video. So as you can see, this coloring book is a cursed coloring book from my days as a Tita Sarah J. Maas fan. This cost me about 900 pesos, free shipping from Book Depository. Krish, ngano mag-color pa man ka og mga ing-ani Krish? Hindi siya pang bata nga hobby? Well, it is, but if you must know, there are also adult coloring books out there. And I don't mean like adult, like what you're thinking about when you say adult. Like, it's just coloring books for grown-ups. Is this a legit hobby? All hobbies are legit, okay? So this one, oh, nice to see ya. Okay, let's just skip to the one where I'm most proud of. This is the piece that I'm most proud of. It took me like a couple of months to color this in on and off. Like whenever I was bored or whenever my eyes were already tired from looking at the screen, I'll just color this one in using alcohol markers. And I think it turned out really well. So, let's see if ang atong output karon kay same lang gyapon, okay? Let's color in this page. It's the one where Riz and Farah are talking. And I'm gonna put some scratch papers behind it because the coloring markers are gonna bleed through it. Okay, question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? I find that I actually don't have a place here at home dedicated lang for reading because our house is quite crowded, so there's a lot of us here, so paunhanay na lang yun og pili og place. But if I had to choose, there's this one room in the house where there's lots of natural light, so if I have time, I kind of hang out there na lang. Kay kana hayahay nya nacho ang suga. It's good for when you're reading kanang actual physical books. Bookmark or random piece of paper. You know, a younger version of me would have said bookmark all the way. And if you remember, kato sa akong earlier nga videos, katong pretentious pa ko gamay. Lol. Okay, moingon yung ko nga, nope, I'ma use bookmarks. But now that I know better, like anything can do as a bookmark for me now. Kanang, it could be a receipt, it could be like tissue paper, it could be scratch paper, it could be my phone, it could be the remote control. Kung saan lang yung mag-grasp sa atong kamot nga magamit siya as a bookmark, that would do. Like, I'm not choosy, you know. I mean, if I had a nice bookmark, sure, but if I can use anything at my disposal, why not, Coconut? Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter a certain amount of pages? Yeah, I'm more of kanang kung feel na nako, di na ako ganahan mo read, mo stop or sa ko read, kay ano, di na to pugso na tong self, diba? Mag-read gani ka, kay ganahan ka malingaw. So, let's just, yeah, I just stop whenever I want, or whenever I think nga time na. Like, for example, if like, sakit na kaya akong mata, nga murag, di na ako makaya, murag, mabuta na ko, mataas na akong grado if like magpapadayon pa ko basa. So I stopped reading during that time. I'm not really, to be honest, I'm not really like kanang rigid sa kanang reading goals, sure ba? I don't even have a TBR, like a to be read list. So I am not one of those folks who would be like, oh, I must finish these number of pages before today, or I must reach this chapter, churva goal, eklerlu. Murag, ako kay murag, no, I just play it by ear. If I don't feel like continuing reading it, I won't. So, ending ana kay, no, I can just stop reading. Muna siya, chika. Do you eat or drink while reading? Interesting. I can't remember myself eating or drinking while also reading a book. Kaya ano, like siya occupational hazards, okay? Like what if like mamumhuan nimo ang imuhang libro, or what if you spill your drink on your book? So sino ang alkanse? Edi ikaw lang gihapon. So should na nga mag-read while eating and drinking. Music or TV while reading? Nope, it's a no for me for both of those. When I'm reading, I just want to read. I don't want to listen to music. I don't want to watch TV. And why would you want to do that? You want to be immersed in the world that you're reading about. And sometimes, again, di na yun enough akong brain cells para ana. So, you concentrate ug read and like listen to music or watch TV at the same time. One book at a time or several at once. It depends on the format sometimes. Like for example, nakoy gibasa nga nakoy gibasa nga physical copy of a certain book, but if I happen to not have that book with me, I also have another like digital book that I will read. Like for example, The Priory of the Orange Tree. Dako kay siya nga libro, no? Like it was like 800 pages, and there's no way that I can, bring it with me wherever I go, because it's dako kay siya tanan, siya masud sa akong bag. So akong buhaton kay moto kong basahon kung maabot na ko sa balay. When I get home, that's the book that I read. But when, for example, I'm traveling or waiting sa akong bus home, or if I'm at the bank and I'm waiting in line sa grocery or whatever, nakoy lahi nga libro. Usually a small one that fits in my bag, like kanang mga Roald Dahl nga mga libro, or it could be an ebook instead that I have on my phone. So ang ending na noon ana kay kana madungan na noon ako ang mga libro. I end up reading several books at the same time because they're available in different formats. Anong magagawa natin, di ba? Like, the more the merrier. Matud pa nila. Yeah, it's coming out nicely. Okay, that's nice. Reading at home or everywhere? Yeah, I'd say everywhere. Kay my house sometimes isn't the most conducive place for reading, because as I've mentioned before, there's a lot of us in this house, and oftentimes it could be so noisy, or like there could be a lot of people going around. So sometimes wala na gyud kay space or time. Oops, this is wrong color. Wala kay space or time para maka-read sa books at the pace that you want, because there's always chores to be done, there's always people to talk to, There's always somebody in your favorite spot who doesn't wanna move. Kay sila'y nakauna dito. So, reading everywhere works for me. Reading out loud or silently in your head. I haven't met anyone lately nga kanang mo read out loud, which is interesting. So no, my answer is I read silently in my head because I mean, when I'm reading, I'm usually very immersed sa story. Like, I'll be in the same spot. I'm just reading. Like, wala ko paki sa world. I'm just in a please leave me alone mode. Sure namang hilapot na ko because I am in my sariling mundo na ngayon. Okay, so when I like a book, I end up being very emotionally invested in it. Like, for example, katong Hunger Games, katong height sa Hunger Games, and I just finished reading Catching Fire, and I was at work, and I found myself like unable to concentrate. Sige ako think, oh my god, naunsa na to si Pita, kaluoy sa ni Pita, oy, maunsa naman to siya, ma-save ba to siya ni Katniss, maunsa mahitabo, ngayon na gani. So, it was just like, I spent a good 10 minutes just staring at my screen because I was so invested in the plot. So, but yeah, I got over it, I think. Did I get over it? Do we really get over the books that we read? Sino ang nakakasabi? Sino ang makakaalam? It's up to you lang, di ba? Char. Do you read ahead or even skip pages? I don't read ahead. I do know people who have this weird habit of reading the end of the book even before they start. Nga kanang murag so, unsay pulos nga imo nang gibasa tanan. Nganang mubasa pa ka sa everything else when you already spoiled yourself with the ending. Sometimes, yeah, I do skip pages. I skip a lot of pages from this Judith McNaught novel. I think it's called Whitney, My Love, or was it the contemporary one, Paradise? Kay ngano taas na kay story. Nga daghan kay siya characters nga di related sa nang main nga character. Nga kapoy na kayo basa. Breaking the spine or keeping it like new. I would do my best to keep it like new for as long as possible. Kaya nga no, ambot lang. I feel like this behavior is born from trauma. Ako'y libro before. I think it was Harry Potter man siguro and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It was my father bought it for me from Manila. Gikan sa siya business trip ato niya. I really loved that book. Kay murag gituyo gid siya palit for me ba. And then one day, one of my cousins borrowed it. And when they returned it, day, ang spine kay crack, nakaistanan crack, day niya. Ako kay murag, oh my god, yun sa manini mo paguba akong libro nga. Kana ganing, ikaw ba nga, you really took care of the book and then just other people would just borrow it and then voila, crack na dayon ang spine niya. Ikaw kay murag, tsaka na lagi, yun sa manini mo. Okay, like natural progression yun nga ma-break yung spine. Pero kung imong tuyoon, like deliberate spine breaking, sounds like a BTS song. But yeah, I don't. It's not me, bro. And last but not the least, do you write in your books? No, it's a no for me. I think that writing in one's books it's short of desecration. Char. So for me, you read books mainly to escape reality, right? And for me, if you leave notes in the books, it's like a jarring thing that says, yo, it kind of takes me out of the story. Kaya ma-distract kong makaingon nga nung naamay suwat diri. Unsa may pasabot ani. So it's a no for me. I don't write in my books. So that's actually the end of this little Q&A, you guys. And we ended up kind of coloring Farah in, so I don't think it's too bad. If you want to answer this tag for yourself, the questions are in the description, and have fun. I want to know your book habits as well. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe hit that bell button, leave a comment below on some of your reading habits, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. This has been Krisha, the Book Nerd. See you later. Bye-bye.